and then he said this.
How did you guys do things better this year than you did last year or in years past?
I just think the whole vision for the team was really good. Not that we didn't have that last year, or with Bill previously, but there was a lot of clear communication between Vrabel and our staff. He was around a lot in our meetings. It was just a really good process. And I would say, as the guys are still working on it right now, hopefully they're closing some of these undrafted free agent deals out. And this is on me from last year. We just didn't have an organized enough process, and Ryan Cowden and Coach Vrabel and Stretch really came in and help me organize this, and I think we're gonna have a productive group.
You little bastard, you. Okay, you little bastard. Because don't you love people who's I know we're cutting into Catone's comments. You okay with that?
That's all right. I'm all right with that.
It's always nice to hear somebody sound like they're taking responsibility for something, but really what they're doing is throwing somebody else under the bus. So don't sit there, you little weasel, and say, and sit there and say, this is on me, those guys weren't in the room last year. Now Vrabel and Cowden and all these guys
for doing that, Chris.
Right. So that's a shot at Mayo and company. That's a shot at Bill Belichick. Okay. Yeah. So basically saying they didn't get involved in our process enough. This is on me, but this year they're in the process more. You're not really blaming yourself for anything. You're blaming them.
Yes,
I guess it's their fault that you drafted Polk and Baker and traded out and didn't get McConkey and put that crap offensive line together and all your free agent picks like Okafor. Mark.
If that's truly the case, then he shouldn't have a job. He should have been fired. If the other regimes weren't involved enough in the process, and you were making those decisions in isolation, then
based on what you did
and the production of those guys, you should have been fired.